Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks, part 2 of this. Not even 100% sure that's going to work or it's going to work, but I thought I'd give it a shot. I've got the exact same scenario, but before I slice the things up, I'm going to ungroup this, and I'm going to ungroup this one. And I'm going to take that outer edge, and let's make it 6 inches. Whoop. So I need to make a duplicate of that, Control D, and make the second one 6 inches. Now we're going to take this one, make a duplicate, and make it 6 inches. It's amazing how little that spot is. Now, if you follow along with, if you could follow along with the first one, then we cut these lines out. So now we have shorter segments. So we're gonna do it 2 ways. We're gonna take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, and we're gonna nudge that over. But then I'm gonna keep this, Control G to group, and you know what? I'm gonna get rid of these other ones. I'm gonna move that out of the way. Now I'm gonna take this one. Well, once again, I didn't get my circle, so we have to take that, and because I've nudged, I can nudge it right back. And we're gonna let's see what happens if we go to effects. And I never liked the bevel tool on colors. Yeah, see, it changes the color. I must, have something set wrong, or, well, I've just never, I don't get to bevel in what I do for laser engraving. So let's just go back to the interactive fill tool. No, interactive fill tool. And let's just do the exact same thing. So it'll kind of look the same. And put that black. Not quite as much black. Okay. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing by left click, right click. And I'm going to, this is another way we could actually do it without cutting it in half. If we use those other 2 spaces as a color, but I'm going to actually use them. And then take the interactive fill tool and make that darker. We're almost there. This video is not going to take as long, I guarantee. And see what I did? I did not finish that. And then when I clicked away from it, it moved it down here. So let's just delete that. Let's just back up. If you don't pick that and now pick this to get the interactive fill tool, sometimes that interactive fill tool will try to go with it. I'm going to leave it just that black. Now we're going to group this together, Control G. Control D to make a duplicate, and alternate C and rotate it 60 degrees. See, now I have a space around them, and you could actually use, I moved that and I don't want to nudge it, because I actually want to do it a couple of different ways. So this you wouldn't have, if you print it on well, we could even do a black. It'll show black through there. And because they're not different colors, but see, you can see it just disappear. So it's not as good as this was red. And so you can actually see the outline and the spacing. But, so I said I was going to do it 2 different ways. The other way, Control G to group that. Now I'm not going to take your time to make the I'm going to make an icon that looks like this for the video, but I'm not going to take your time. So this time we're going to do it differently. I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool, fill that in, fill that in. Now let's go ahead and nudge those over. I don't even know if this would be cool. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see. I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and set it on white and fill that in. And then nudge it over and fill that in and nudge it over. Now let's see what it looks like with a black background. Hopefully it'll show up. Object order back a page. I must not have nudged the other one. I didn't either nudge it or I didn't fill it. I didn't hit it. And you know, actually, if I was going to fill that, I need to probably cut that. No, that's going to change it. I just want to fill that and nudge it over. See, it's going to change totally the look. Now let's nudge that back out of the way. Let's go ahead and just nudge the white. It's going to be hard. You know what? Let's make our box yellow, or a box that's yellow, so we can at least see the white. You know what? Make that, let's make it that color. It doesn't really matter. Now we're not in the center of the page, so we're going to grab both those and nudge it over. Now we're in the center of the page. I still want to do the interactive fill. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to left click, right click. Well, that took out the whole color. I don't think I grouped them together yet. Yep, good. I'm going to left click, right click, left click, right click, left click, no fill, right click, fill. And maybe this won't even look good. Who knows? Smart Fill tool. I should use a different color besides blue. You know, that one is selected, so I'm going to go ahead and interactive fill tool it. And I'm going to put a little dart in. I don't care about the white being there because it's like a separation. Hopefully this will work. Then grab that one, put a little dart. Whoa, I missed this. Missed the mark. So just back up. You have to go inside that square and see the plus. I'm going to leave it like that. Now let's take the circle, interactive fill tool. Or I could have hit G. I need to learn that because that would be a lot faster. Sometimes I don't know what I did. We're almost there, I promise you. I'm not quite in the center. I'm going to call that good. Now, you know, I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to Control G to group. Control D to duplicate. Well, I didn't do that. Move it back. You can always move it, just move it back. Control D to duplicate and then alternate C and rotate it 60 degrees. See the space between them? And it's white. So if we take a black box now, nah, maybe it's not that big a deal. I was thinking it was going to be a big deal. You know what we're going to do? Let's do this. I'm going to have to back up completely. And let's ungroup. And let's see if we can't grab. See, I've got something going on with my pick tool. Let's make it blue. That might not or might not be cool. You know, I never got rid of my line. And maybe you could make it black. Tell you what, let's make a duplicate of that and make it in black. So let's go ahead and group, Control G, Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 60 degrees. Nah, it's not going to look any better. It's different. So let's do it in black. And then that way the section, I want to make sure I just, see I had two. It's funny that I thought I got rid of that line. So I'm going to ungroup it, get rid of my line for sure now. And now I'm going to fill those things in with black, and it'll be really dark. Hopefully. It'd probably be better to take the interact fill tool, maybe come off there a little bit. Whoop. Well, I'm having a challenge today. Yeah. See, we could do that and have just some black underneath there. Then grab that one and go off the chart. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, alternate C, 60 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D. Not any different. You know, yeah, it makes it look, well, it does. I think I'll like that. Because now if we change the color, I'm not going to take the time. So if you want to learn how to change the colors, go back to part 1. I am going to do one for the icon for the video. Anyway, I'm confusing people today, but hope not. Thanks for watching.